final week of the ThetaWave Trader. Welcome to the Breakfast Club. My name is Darren Hancock, and this is Monday, the 15th. It's when the family comes. It's the last week for our trading week, and then we'll be back with you guys again on probably second week of January. Yeah, it's about second week of January. Maybe even go a little earlier. We'll see. But I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season for all those who celebrate the Christian holiday. If you don't, whatever your holiday is, if it's a holiday, I wish you all and you and your family the very best. And I look forward to seeing you guys again in the new year. But until then, let's party in the charts. Let's have a look and see what we got in the charts. Let me make sure that we are live here. I've got a new little picture up front there. My little carrot dude is in a very festive picture this morning. You'll see that. That'll go for the rest of the week. Then we'll start the new year with a new picture. Some people might consider it a little childish. I don't know. But it's the carrot and the stick. That's the theme, right? That's why we have the little carrot that pops up on our screen every once in a while. I'll put a carrot for a destination, right? It's a carrot and a stick theme. It's my thing, but whatever. And I'm trying to keep it light. Like, trading doesn't have to be this intensely terrible thing. You can make it light. Keep it light. We're all about the ThetaWave Trader, right? We're all trying to create this light, airy kind of keep your brain less stressed when you make trades, make more informed decisions, make a business out of your trading, and make it something that you're not pulling your hair out at the end of the day, or you're not feeling pangs of anxiety every time you put a trade on. Right? So anyway, let's get back to the charts. No one else is in here yet. I don't expect many people to turn up this week, but that's okay. Keep your risk kind of low, really low this week, because the markets are going to do some more crazy stuff when people start to go into the holiday season. They've booked their last quarter, and they're not going to be making major rushes and major runs for money to try and complete their book in the last week of the, or last 2 weeks of the year. At least I would suspect not. Anyway, we've got this little swing here, consolidation. We have a little swing happening right now. We've traded back into this SIBI. I want to see this high get broken first. We're too high in this little small range right here before we consider entering. But looks like it could go higher. You know, you got this rest of this SIBI above us here, but you know, this is the big bull trap that's holding price right now. I like to see us clear that before we consider running up higher and start targeting that 25.5, 25.6 level. Oh, this is the March contract. Let me go back to, I don't think we're in the March contract yet. Open interest is still 300,000 in, let me go back to, I don't know if anybody's switching over to, are you guys switched over yet? Let me know if you're switched over from December to January. And do you guys have this was it B? What's it called? Standby. This A, so it's BADJ. This allows your contracts to get adjusted and move seamlessly over to the next contract without you having to kind of hunt it down. You just seamlessly have it there. Now, it's not available on my chart here. And if you go to the settings, go to the symbol, it should be in here, right underneath here. Turn that on. And if it's not in here, then they say it's not available for that particular futures. Yeah, but somebody else has it, so I don't understand why I don't have it. Anyway, so see how we've now run above this little high. Let's see this. Now I want to see a nice little fair value gap form above that for an ideal kind of situation. Nobody's turned up. We've been going for 5 minutes here and nobody's turned up yet. I guess everybody's bailed this week. Maybe we will make this the last week. Maybe make today. It wouldn't be. Today's the last day. I don't know. We don't even have anyone turning up yet. Okay. So when you take that candle, what we typically say is when you see this change in direction here, body trades above it, we come all the way back inside it. You can give it all the way down to this little imbalance down here. Trade back inside it, we go higher. The very candle to the left of it, see your body trades above it, we come back. If we lose the mean threshold, we're revisiting this, the nearest SIBI or the one more SIBI below it. So we come all the way back into this one, trade higher. As soon as we break that high again, we'll typically look for it to retest the midpoint or that little cluster of up close candles. Trades back above it right here, and then we come back one more time and test it, and then go higher. Well, it's you and me, lonesome stranger. There's just two of us in here right now. So we didn't get a retest here. We wanted the fair value gap above us. It worked and then just left. We get the fair value gap here and it starts, and we don't even get, this is like an A plus leave right here. Another fair value gap forms. And we're just heading up, looking for the next objective, which is 25,384. And I think we just got that 25,3. Why am I on March still? I'll stick with December for now. So 384. The two that are in here right now, you guys switched over to, are you still on December contracts or have you moved over now to the year March 2026? You're not going to comment? You're going to sit there quietly in the background? All right, so the next thing I'm targeting for is 425 4. Stand by. 25 394. That's the next upside objective. The next one's way up here. Any of you guys, now we got 4 of you in here that are quietly sitting in the background, not saying anything. Are you guys on contracts for December or March? Usually, typically change over around the 3rd week of December, which will be the end of this week. And then that'll be the end of the show this week or this year. Thank you so much, everybody, for your participation. I'd like to have broken 2,000 people this year, but it didn't happen. That's okay. We can give it another go next year. Remember, we haven't been revisited. No retest. This has been tested now. That would be nice to see that just propel from here. And we're looking for this next objective right here. Good morning, Hans. You got 8 people and you're the only one that's talking this morning. Good morning. How's everything over there on your side of the world? Keep in mind, we got a small little change in direction right there. Thresholds holding. There's a tiny one right there. You can include that in there as well. I've got my AI I do have my AI starting to fire off now. I'll kind of give you guys the, it still needs some tweaking, but see if I can get this thing to. I don't know if that's the one. No. Okay, let's see if we can get it to go now. Should be in here now. So now it tells you when this is going to get really kind of choppy. I'll just leave it on for a few minutes, give you guys an idea. So far at ARM, it tells you when your trade is validated. It tells you where the long, when it's armed, and when the long works, and then when the long fails. So it'll tell you when it's validated, it's armed, and then when it fails. It gives you a fail indication for your trade as well. And it just hunts for your setup. So it says this is looking for a validation. This validates these and then says, okay, now you validated it. And now you're short. And then all of a sudden the short is broken. So then it closes. It says, you know, your short failed if we break the high. So we broke the high. This is a classic thing I tell you guys about. If it break the low, then we validated it. It's armed and it gives you the entry. And then the moment it comes back and closes back above it, it closes, it fails, it tells you it's done. So far so good. This one here you see how it's not tracking this swing here? Because there's multiple, I've only just got it looking for fair value gaps right now. So it needs to find imbalances as well. But anyway, you guys get the idea. I'm getting closer. This is after a week of mucking around with AI. I'm getting closer. So anyway, you get the idea. Harry Fishball, good morning. I haven't seen you in a while. Things are going well here, Darren. Christmas is coming up. Yeah, I wonder if they will watch equal lows at 25, 111. Yeah, I seen those down there, hey? Look at that. And we don't seem to be in this massive hurry to get up here. So to me, you got to break this bull trap. We got overlapping bull traps right here. So I want to see if we get above that, then I'll start considering going higher inside the hourly range. See, you got this relative equal lows here. So this hourly range, if we're going to come all the way back up and fill this at 25.5, you know, that's another 130 handles. I want to see us break above here, which is where we're getting right now. Break above here, come back, find some stability here, and then keep going higher. What is this witchcraft? What are you talking about? Sorry, I missed that reference there, Chris. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Oh, the indicator. Yes, yes. Yes, I have a meeting with a guy, one of our guys in our community. He's a PhD in this. He actually designs AI. He's a doctor of AI, of programming. He programs AI. So I'm going to get him to see if he can help us out with this project I'm working on. I have 4 different AIs working on this project, and I've already, Grok is useless. If you're using, Grok is really good for pointing out or taking pictures and playing with pictures. All the pictures you see on my channel, they were designed by Grok. And but all the other ones, I've tried like 4 different AIs, and ChatGPT is the best one right now. There's so many iterations, so many little stupid syntax errors. I tell you, AI is not taking over the world yet. It can't even build a simple indicator. It's having a hell of a time trying to build an indicator right now. So I'm not worried about it taking over the world just yet. So there's how we validate it. We broke above it. We come back inside it, keep going higher. That's the range extension model. Now we're looking for a continuation. Keep our first objective at 394. Yeah, the most useful one so far has been ChatGPT, the paid version. You have to pay for it. The basic version only get you so far. And the 5.2, is their newest iteration on it. And I tell you, I've never had so many runs of, no, that's not working. That's not what I'm looking for. And I send it back to the AI and it goes, oh yeah, okay, I can see what you're looking for there. Let me just adjust that. And then it sends you the adjusted script with the right corrections, and it runs. I don't know how many hundreds, I kid you not, hundreds of times I've sent it back with a stupid syntax error, or it's got the wrong version, it's got some really stupid little error in it, and it keeps making the errors. And then every once in a while you'll say, okay, it'll send you a patch, and I go, I don't want a patch. Send me the full script. I don't want to have to go back in and patch something and then screw it up while I'm trying to patch an old problem in there. I'm like, stop sending me patches and just give me the whole script. And I don't know how many times I had to remind AI, stop sending me patches. Lock this in your memory. Remember this. If you're supposed to be changing, you're supposed to be this world-renowned intelligent thing. Stop sending me patches. The order is just give me the full damn script. And every once in a while it just stop and go, okay, here's the patch for this. You just insert here. I'm like, why are we having this discussion again? I was like, I'm having this argument with this AI. Like, look, how many times have I told you? Like, have you forgotten? Are you the substitute? Are you the new AI that's come in while the other one's sleeping? What's going on here? That's not what I asked you. Go back through our conversations. You can go back through in a millisecond. Go back through the conversation. And you'll know I said, I don't want any damn patches. And my wife's like, you're yelling at a computer that just does ones and zeros, right? It's like, all right, time for a break. So there's our 394 hit. So let's see where she goes from here. So typically I want to see this kind of get up on top of here, use this candle as support as another propulsion step, and then push it higher. Because on the hourly chart, you see this? We've closed above here. So if we come back into this level one more time, find support at that, and start pushing higher. I like that. Or if this creates a fair value gap up here now, and then we come back in and just tag the edge of it. So this rolls over in the next, this gives us a Judas swing and then starts to move back higher. So on the 1 hour, that's kind of like what I'm looking for here. So here she comes. We had some really good, since I come back from Thailand, we've had some really good trade days. Some really good. I encourage you all to kind of go back over the videos from when I came back, because man, we were nailing some, especially last week, like Thursday, Friday, we were nailing some amazing setups. Like you're not going to see precision like that on a 1 minute chart very often on the internet. And I give you all the setups, like the explanations. I give you some really good nuggets of information there. So I encourage you to go back over last week's videos. They're 3 hours long, but they're chock full of stuff. And I don't go off on these major tangents. Not very often. Like I've got a little AI tangent I just went off on. You'll hear a couple of stuff like that, but not the stuff our illustrious leader tends to do. So, change in direction. We're back inside this range here now, and all I've got left is this little fella down here. So in here, all the way down to 374 will give us right on top of that level. So let's see how far back this comes. So this is our fair value gap forming here. So you want to see the stop here in the 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. You want to see it go boop and just tap into here. Give us our institutional order flow entry drill. And then I'm looking for a long. So waiting for 10 o'clock to kind of give us the rundown. If this just tears out of here now, this is what we're kind of looking for. Down around this level. So if you pull your fib tool from here to here, right now we are back. We're definitely in the discount. We've gathered up our discount. We've come back into this order block, right? And if this holds, especially its mean threshold, if it holds and we start to see this coming back above here, then we're looking for continuation, and we may not get this. We may just get another big fair value gap forming above us here. This may just turn into a big bold candle. So kind of watching right now where we are inside discount. Are we just reaching back into this premium level right here? Then rolling over and coming lower. So we're looking for this to fill and go above it and start running higher if you want to go higher, which I don't want it to do just yet. There's the fill. Now I want to see it pull back and kind of just stay inside here. You can wick up into 391 if you want. Reza, there's our man. Did you happen to see the AI, Rez? What the version I've got on here right now? I'll show you real quick so you get a bit of a feel for our little discussion we're going to have later. Indicators. We'll have to adjust these labels, obviously, because they're a bit annoying. They're hard to get. It'll tell you where they fail and when they don't right now. So this was our short. It triggers, it validates the short. Then it says, hey, you got a short here. Then all of a sudden it violated it when we start closing back above the BISI. So it tells you lose, it's closed, don't bother. It's not working, it's going higher. So closed, and it tells you it's closed above the BISI's high. So it is picking up, it is finding validation on each one of the, it validates a SIBI or a BISI, that's all it does. And then it says, now you have an armed, so it validates it, it arms it, you'll see that word arm underneath there, it arms it for a short, and then it'll say trigger, so that'll trigger a short, and then if it closes back through it, it'll fail. It'll say, no, if you trade back through the BISI or the SIBI on the close, then it fails. So that's the idea. And it's got some glitches in it. I've only been working on it for a week, so it's taken me all this time just to get it to recognize the fair value gaps. There's really precise rules you have to give it in order for it to work. But anyway, that's where we're at right now so far, Reza. The 15-minute chart says Hans. So yeah, this was nice here. Yeah, there's the 385. Have we closed above 385? Not yet. Let's wait till we get above 385 on a close for this. Yeah, I will make this available to everybody, Chris, when I'm once they figure it out. Only to our group. I'll make it available to my subscribers. But if Reza's working on it, I have to respect the amount of work he's going to put into it. So we'll see where it goes from there. Yeah, Reza, tell me, it does look promising. I've got this whole thing about, I just want AI to develop learning around, if we could get AI to watch our show every morning and then learn off of the show every morning and then say, yeah, I see your setup. Yeah, okay, I get it. And then develop a trading plan based on that. Ones and zeros. Man, that'd be awesome. I tried to build an inversion fair value indicator that triggered after a sweep for liquidity, gave up, but found an indicator that already existed. That's not too bad. Yes, I'm kind of like building this one where you kind of, it looks at ranges. I'm giving you all my secrets here. I'm looking at ranges, so it identifies a range, and it looks for a SIBI in a range and a BISI in a range. So not only does it look for those two, it holds them and trades from one to the other. If it trades from one to the other, and then it's about developing that portion where once it trades from one to the other, does it use that as support to go lower? Does it use it for support to go higher? And then you got to give it a set of rules to find the range, find the premium BISI and the discount SIBI, trade from one to the other, and then when they get broken, they'll just keep trading back and forth one to the other until one's broken to the upside, and then it does a range extension, and it also just start trading one to the other already gives you your take profit model 2. Then all you have to add is take profit model 1 as a toggle. You just click in here, like you'll have a drop down menu that will say toggle on take profit model 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. And whatever model you prefer to trade, you may just go, ooh, I like this trade. Settings, click, toggle on, take profit model 1. It comes in, it drops this fib tool down there and goes, okay, scale out, scale out, scale out, scale out. It'll tell you when. You choose whether or not you're going to go click, 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 and bail out of it. And then when it's done, it'll say close trade. And then you wait. You wait for the next setup, and then it finds the next one and says, okay, I've set the discount. Now look for a premium. And I hunt back through these higher ranges for the next BISI above. That's the idea I'm looking for, Reza. Anyway, that's kind of what I'm working on right now. And it ain't easy. But I have this little gift called ADHD, where I can become hyper focused on something and obsess over it to the point where my wife just goes, "Get out of that office. Spend some time with me." It's like, yeah, but no buts. Get out of there. Good morning, Paulette. Is it based on IPTA? No. It just looks for whatever range I'm in right here. That's all. It'll just say, if this is the BISI, it would say now, okay, this is the BISI. It would hunt for the nearest or the lowest downside SIBI. So it would hunt for this one right here. It would say, where's 50% of that? And we'd start pulling. It would pull the fib tool from there. So if that's your entry right there, it would hunt for here. And it would say right now, scale out right there. So it would say scale out 50% of your trade. Then it would wait for here, move your stop loss to here. Then it would say now scale out another 10%, move your stop loss to here. And then if it comes back and tags it right there, you're out of the trade almost. With the swap, you might, or the spread, you might get hit there, but now you're out. So you would have been, but that wick had to get back up in there for that to be a logical trade. But that's the dealing range. BISI, SIBI. There you guys go. You can all work on that and you see how even if you're on the wrong side of it, you've already scaled out your position and you've closed out your position right there, all in profit. If it had traded back to that BISI, but you get the idea. That's what we got to work on, Reza. How's Paulette today? Yeah, Chris, trust me, when you stick around, man, stick around. Once I get it sorted out, if it starts to pay, then I will make that available to people. And if Reza's working on it, then if he so chooses, then we make it available to everybody. But if I got to respect the man's going to put some time into this thing, and his time is valuable. So if he gets it working and we charge because of it, he deserves to be paid for his time and his effort. I enjoy doing this, so I don't want to guilt you, Reza, for doing it for free. But if we get it working, then it works for me, it works for him, works for all of you. But then you have to take into consideration those people who are just looking for a free handout, right? Do we care? Do you want to help them? There's a lot of moral issues that come along with that, some philosophical issues. Is it okay for somebody else to do all the work for other people just to kind of just ride on the coattails? There's the moral dilemma. I don't mind, actually. That's why we're here every day doing it for free. I put lots and lots, thousands of hours into this, but I don't mind sharing it. If it helps me and helps you guys get better at trading. Yeah, if you're in here just catching some free trades, then, you know, you get fed for a day. But if you actually take the time to learn this stuff, you guys you have a legacy learning going on here, right? This can be your legacy. This could be your thing you pass off to your kids, teach your kids. Like Khadi's teaching his own son how to trade, and his son is picking up on this stuff. Their little minds are so ripe for learning. They pick up on this stuff real quick, and that kid will grow up knowing how to trade the markets. He'll have a very good understanding of how to manage his own money, how to manage his investments. Because he sat with his dad, sat on his lap, kind of learning as he went. Super smart, man. I'm very well, Paula. Thank you, Paulette. Thank you. Are you all ready for Christmas now? I've got to go pick the family up. My parents and Carla's dad's coming down today, flying out. So I have limited time. This morning I have a quick little show. Then I'm meeting up with Reza to talk about this AI. And then we're going to be, I'm shooting over to the family's plate or the airport, pick up the family, and then let the festive season begin. So you see how this is into this consolidation? Don't play in this. Recognize that it's not acting the way you want it to act, and don't play in this. Yeah, we can hunt out premium discount arrays still inside this range here, because this range now extends to here. Right? So where's your premium? It's up here. These two are overlapping. And you got your discount is in this portion of the SIBI. When you've got overlapping ones, this one here is in the premium and the discount, you draw a line right this. I do anyway. This is not a Michael thing. I just kind of, it's something I like to do when I've got these small, tiny ranges that are crunching up like that. I go, that's the premium portion, that's the discount portion. What's sitting in the premium portion and what do I want to get in the discount portion that I reach in for? And when can I pop back up above that? So this is good. So now look, I want to see that close below there. Come back and use this and this edge here right there to start going lower. So wick back into here before we close that low. If it's just going to keep charging on us, then we switch to range extension. This is a range extension already. Now I'm looking for continuation. You can retest all the way up to here and here, the discount portion, and then roll over and come back. I'm hunting for this area down here now. Right there, be good. Institutional order flow entry drill, next candle. Then that can come up to here or here. Start hunting for this candle down, this box down here. There you go. Tagged it. That's continuation model right there. Like right on the button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6 different entries you can have. And again, it's a scalable entry if you want. That's what you so choose. Our target has been hit. Move to the sidelines. That's internal range liquidity hunt. Done. Wait for a new setup now. When you are in that internal range liquidity hunt and you're waiting for a retest of this candle or a retest of this, this typically gets retested for a range extension. It can for a range continuation, but I do like to see it just tag that before reaching for this low. I like to see tag that and then reach for that low for range extension. The continuation will be using this candle, its wick, its low, or its close, and then mean threshold, and then book it down from there. So we got range extension already. Then we get the continuation for a run back inside this. So that little range there, broken, extended. We're inside the larger range now. You're right down into rejection block. Now I want to see this same thing, rinse and repeat over here, extending this range now. There's that level we talked about. on the 15-minute chart. We want to see that institutional order flow entry drill, and I want to see it start exiting now, going higher, and leave this portion open. If we do come back down, look for 370. Remember, we said 374, I think, was the high. And that brings us, we're right in there right now. So we're 374. So that would be institutional order flow entry drill. So we've got confluences that support this as a level that you want to see go higher. Now, you don't just invest in that. You wait for lower time frames to confirm that there's a turn going on here, right? So that's a 15-minute chart. If on a 1-minute chart I see this high get broken, then I look for a run higher. See how we're just tagging this discount array right here? We've got a couple of wicks through it, but the bodies are respecting it right now. Now I want to see if this closes up above this candle, and then hunting internal range stuff. Wait for the premium box above us to get cleared, which is right here, 392. Once 392 gets cleared, then I'm looking for continuation. So this could be just what we're looking for right there. Oh, I'm just going to screen capture this little piece right here. I tell you, when this little AI works, I'm just going to show you this little screen capture of this section right here. Look at this. Armed, and it says short right there. Look at that sucker. Kaboom! So we're getting closer with AI, my friends. We're getting closer with AI. Why is that not? That's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. There, look at that. How's that for a tear? We're getting close, Reza. It's a nice little institutional order flow entry drill, hey? We had confluence that supported that, and look at that reaction. So if you did get long there, you pay yourself first portion right there, move to break even, and now you have a risk-free trade. I think it's going to Friday's new day opening gap. We are already in the second. We're in Tuesday, the second's first new day opening gap. The fourth is Thursdays. That's sitting just above us here. My next objective there, Paulette, is right up here. Where did it go? Right there. Up there at 489. How's that? Look at that. See how if you would have paid yourself there, I always encourage you to pay yourself at the next high. It came back, took your stop loss. That's why you've got to pay yourself, get the discipline to pay yourself at those levels. We have another drive down into, we have an A entry. B entry is the mean threshold right there, or consequent encroachment of it, of the BISI. Now you want to see it react out of here and go higher. C would be a 75% close. D is a full close. So graded response now that we are above that level, which is typically what we're looking for. Good morning, Hadi. How are you doing, buddy? I've got 460 lines of code already. Rez is probably like, that's nothing, man. Try 460,000 lines of code. You're in Collingwood. Collingwood? Where's that? Is that outside of Toronto? Everybody's well? Daniel, your lovely wife, are they all doing well? Excellent. Love to hear it. Chop, chop, chop. North of Toronto, right. Got family up there? Excellent. Watch this level here. See how we close through it? That's a change in direction. Stay on the horse. You're on the wrong side of this if you want that to continue going higher. It's already giving you the indication it wants to go change direction on you. So prepare yourself. If the downside gets swept, if all this gets swept now, which it just has, I want to see if this closes or if this is just a wick down in here. And we have a change in direction on the higher time frame if we close below that. And this is typical Judas swing territory. So we could come all the way back down, then all of a sudden reverse and then start continuing to march higher. So this takes people into the belief that we're actually changing or actually running much lower. So let's stay on the horse. If it does continue to show us that, then the Judas swing is not a Judas swing. It's actually peaked out around that 394 level I gave you earlier. So it looks like it's failing. Look at that run. Market structure shift if we can get below here now. And start going, oh, this is exciting. When you see these big bold candles coming down, like when we saw this lot, you say that's all Candyland in there. That's what we can target for next time on the way back up, right? So if you did catch this reversal right here, look at this, you're in a 40, 50, 90 handle run, almost 90 handles, 80 handles at least, just from our reversal setup, right? We got range extension and then continuation, just straight into a continuation, but at least you would have caught it up here. My weekend was awesome. I worked on the AI pretty much all weekend, day, night. My wife got me out for a couple of walks because I've been sitting all weekend. It's really bad for you when you sit all the time. There's a retest of this. I expect to see that hold here now, roll over and come lower and leave this open. If I trade back through it, I've got a smaller range to play inside here now. But I expect to see that hold and then roll over and go lower. And family's coming today, so I have the pleasure of enjoying my family for another month. They're staying here with us for a month. Now, it's funny when you tell people, hey, I got family staying for a month, they go, oh my God, your parents are staying for a month? Oh, that's crazy. I go, wow, you have a very solid relationship with your parents, I guess. I love having my parents around. It's going to be great. We get a whole month with them. Enjoy them while you can, man. So not going in the direction I want it to go. So now I'm back inside this range. So we're back through this level on a close. So I'm just looking to see if this closes now above 350. Then I'm internal range hunt again. Yeah, they say that the quality of your relationships with your kids will be determined by how well they treat you when they're adults. If they keep coming back to you after they're adults, then you did something right. They want to be around you. They enjoy your company. I heard a billionaire say that. He was saying, you know what, my greatest success is developing a relationship with my kids such that they, as adults, they still want to be around me. He says, that's my greatest achievement. I was like, wow, that's a really kind of a cooler way of looking at it, right? So when I tell people that, oh, I'm going to spend a month with my parents, they go, oh my God. It's interesting to watch their reactions. They go, oh, I feel bad for you. I'm not insulted by it. I just feel bad for them that, wow, you can't have that kind of loving relationship with your parents. Like, don't get me wrong, mine could drive me crazy, but I adore him because of it. My dad's just become this little teddy bear. As he's got older, he's just become this cute, adorable man. And my mom, she's just like a typical little grandma. She's so cute. They're just fun to be around. I enjoy them. So anyway, I digress. Hey, Derek. The B Master D. How's it going, buddy? Both of my parents are gone and I miss them like crazy. Mom, oh no. Mom and I did Christmas dinner together. She was my Christmas. Oh, Paulette, I'm so sorry, man. Oh, I dread that day. I dread that day. My parents are in their 80s too, so oh, that'd be terrible. Carla's already lost one of her parents, so lost her mom to Parkinson's. Terrible. And her dad is just, he's lost without her. He just misses her so. And this is when you really feel it most, when the holiday season, where people gather, Thanksgiving, Christmas, that kind of stuff. That's why it's important you love your family while you can, as long as you can, because you never know when it's gone, when it's over. So enjoy them while you can. Sorry for that, Paulette. I hope you are able to live with the memories when you're cooking. I hope you smile to yourself and reminisce about the great times you and your mom had when you were cooking. And it doesn't leave you with sorrow, but leaves you with some joy, that you can remember those moments. Even if it's one of those little tears that you wipe from the corner of your eye, just going, I remember her. It's like she was here right now. And embrace that feeling. You know, that's why we have memories. They're gifts. They're not something you should shy away from. And that's just my opinion. Whatever. So anyway, looking at this range here from low to high. Inside here, we see it starting to change direction. Start targeting this area here on the lower time frame. So I'm going to go down to the 15-second chart and see if there was a reversal here that gives us an indication to hunt for that premium area, that 50% or higher, right? Let's go to a 15-second chart and just see what we see. Change in direction. We wait for this candle to the left. I always teach you guys this. Wait for the SIBI to occur right here. There's a swing. Change in direction. Look, and it's literally overlapping this bull trap. So you want to see the bull trap get broken to the upside. It does. We want to see it come back into the bull trap and then start running higher to 50%. Pay yourself. You'll take half your trade off there. Move your stop loss to break even. you see this change in direction right here, and we have a little market structure shift. So as soon as you see that, it would have come back and taken you out. So you would have nibbled a little piece out of that just on a 15-second chart. So the principle that I teach you guys every morning is the same on all time frames, all asset classes. Nothing changes. This is not just specific to NQ. It is all over the place. Anything that produces candles, this is a 4-model technique or 4-model method of managing any asset class. I haven't seen anything it's not working on yet, and I haven't seen a time frame it hasn't worked on yet, because it's an algorithm, so it has to. Oh, sorry, let me just go back into that 15-second again. So you see this small little structure break here? We're looking for an internal range liquidity hunt, right? See how the body here closes below that little SIBI? This is range extension now. It opens right here, just below it, tags it, and then runs for range extension. Now I'm looking for body closing there, tag it. Now I want to see this whole SIBI here, hold price, and go higher inside this range. And what do we have? What do we have to target? There's 50%. So you pay yourself right there, pay yourself again, move your stop loss to 50 now. If this is 62% reversal, bang, you're out. You just nibbled another little piece out of here, internal range liquidity hunt. If it comes back in here again, start the trade all over again. Stop loss is sitting just below here. Out. Get out. I don't even want to see it, a wick get through there, so you're out. So you nibble, see like right there's a 62% up and trade into reversal. Michael talks about this a million times in his mentorships. So using your fib tool on that internal range liquidity hunt, there's your 50, 62. You know, that means 60% of your trade was taken off right there. And then the last 40% was closed at 50% above your entry. So you made all profit in there. You come back, you say, let's do it again. Then all of a sudden it closes below it. You go, I'm on the wrong side of this. Watch it come back to it. Now I want to see range extension. See it close below it, comes back, tags it, range extension. That's your range extension model. Now I want to see continuation. It's tagged it one more time. I want to see this continue to run through to this next level. It's the 4-model principle, and it works. There's another range extension there. That little tiny range there, extended. Now I want to see this keep pushing through. The fact that we're just wicking in here, I want to see let's get some legs here now and start really pushing lower. $16 degrees, ouch. That's pretty cold, man. See, for me, I'd have to build a garage to put them in. A separate little warm home to keep them in winter. They give you so much, a little bit of nature, hey? And you just want to protect it. They give you sustenance, and they're just trying to survive through winter. There's the retest of this level here now. I want to see that start really accelerating through here now, going lower. Come on, just want to see it bust through here and really start to accelerate now. Yeah, I hope you can find some joy through your Christmas there, Paulette. And see how it's breaking through here now? We're not going to get our extension. So as soon as it starts to break through here, we've got to change in direction. We're coming back inside this range again now. So now I'm pulling my fib tool from here to here. So you've got to be able to be flexible, right? This is just a matter of being on top of the horse. And we didn't get anything. Look at that. Body's respecting this level right here. We've got a bit of a wick through it. So that was the level we wanted to see retest. We got this level retested, that level retested. It got tested once. Body wick through it a little bit, did not break that high, and we have a change of direction. So we have, that's where the confusion lies right there. When you break through here, you say, great, is it going to clear this to go higher, or are we actually going to reverse it, come back through there? And it actually reversed, came back through, and then now we've got range extension. So that was the little tricky one right there. That little pump there, pump fake into range extension. You get range extension. That suckered me. I thought that was going to go higher because I neglected to look right here. That's okay. It catches us sometimes. So anyway, we got our range extension that we're looking for. Midnight open. Oh yeah, where's my let's turn these things on. I think these are my yes. These are my ranges. Are they? I gotta make sure I got them working level. Coming back to this candle, I want to see this really accelerate again through here. Come on. I don't know why it's doing this thing. I think I have to adjust. Yeah, I hate this thing being in the way. That's gonna drive me crazy. My mind will, my eye will constantly keep tracking over to that. So I've got to come up with a better one. If you guys got a better indicator for picking lows, highs, and all that stuff, let me know. So looking at this candle here, once we break below it, I want to see this candle and its lows, support price, right to the mean threshold, hold price, and then go lower. So this little fella down here, which we've just tagged, and you have to stretch these out, and don't tell me that these are not important levels, because they are. Look at that, right to it, bing, and then bounced off of it. So I'm in this small range here right now, and I'm back and forth. So that's chop, stay out of chop. If you see this one here, it closed above it. That's the change in direction. We came back, tagged the top of it. Now you're catching this for a run, internal range liquidity. Again, you have to be confident about your model. And this is my model, so I understand you don't want to, if you don't want to do it. But there, trades back into it. As soon as it hits 50%, bang, there's half your trade off. You move to break even. You hit 62%. Move to 50, hit 70%, quickly move to 60. It hits, doesn't quite hit 75%, and then opens, comes back and takes you out. So that would have been that internal range of liquidity hunt right there. So now if we trade above here on a close, I want to see this mean threshold hold price and start going higher. Now I'm inside this range. So rinse and repeat, man. And if we close below here, it's not acting the way you want. It's going into chop. It's not that my method doesn't work. It's just that you've got choppy price action. It's not acting the way you want. Watch this mean threshold. Once we trade back through it, do we use it as support to go lower? And watch for a retest of this whole SIBI. If we start closing back through that SIBI again, I want to see this. What happened here is I want to see this go down. Okay, it's not doing it, but this is what I wanted to see. I want to see it go down, come back up, then come back down and tag this. Once it's worked inside this SIBI, if you lose the mean threshold of that, expect another deeper run back into this leg here. So we may even come back and revisit this little guy down here. Let's see if we get a reaction off that. Let's see. That's the high of it. So for me, I'd have to see this break above here, come back and use this one more time once we get above it. And again, its mean threshold would be the key level for me. So watch. If we start, this is really, really choppy now, so I'm not playing in it. I'm just looking at what I want to see happen with the candles. And keep your eyes on the prize, right there. It's not quite perfect there. We've got range extension already. Now continuation, 50% of the wick. So 1, 2, 3. 50% of the wick. Leaves a little gap open. We want to see this continue to rip through here now. Where are we headed? Those equal lows. Remember we were talking in that earlier? I think, who was it that mentioned those equal lows? I think Hans, you'd mentioned those lows down here, untouched. We're rating these now. So you see how from way back up here on this chart, up here, we saw the change in direction. Trade below, come back up inside. Now it's starting to go lower. Inside this range, 50%. So if you really want to hold this for a longer period of time, and you're holding it on a higher time frame, then you set it. You constantly keep watching this internal range liquidity. If you start to break that, you're on the wrong side of it. It's coming for you. So you just keep allowing it to work its way down. If I was hunting internal on this 15-minute range here, I'd be looking for that small little one right there. And where is that? Right there. There is our line right there. Look at that. See that little tiny imbalance right there? It's our line. We're looking for it to retest and go lower. And that little tiny fair value gap there, and that little fair value gap right there on a 15-minute. You cats. We're getting close. I'm getting close. Look at this. That's the next one. It fired off a short here, fired off a short here. We're getting close. This AI thing is getting close, man. I'm getting close. It's starting to work a little bit, Reza. Just need some polishing. I'm on the right track. I'm on the right trail here. Cool lows now. Let's go. We're targeting down here now, in case anyone's wondering. I'm targeting 200 to 172. 200 to 172. That's the box we're aiming for. Chris is like, done for the day. I love half-hour trading days. Good for you, man. That's what I want to get to. Chris's kind of thing. You just go in, make your money, walk away for the day. Say, oh, we got Christmas gifts all taken care of. We can help some homeless people today. We can go to the food bank and just load them up with tons of food. Just made a couple of grand. Just go buy tons of food, take it down to the food bank and say, yeah, that was a half hour of work, just working on the trades. And then you got like, you fed dozens of people for Christmas. Still looking for this level here. Not interested in long here at all. We'd have to really get some market structure shift here. Otherwise, we're just looking for a little swing up here, come back down and finish off our discount area here. Regular trading hour gap is dusted. Indeed. Did you catch that again, Hans? Holy crap. That's a good one. And bingo, there you go, folks. Hit the box. There you go. There you go. Pay yourself, pay yourself, pay yourself. Next year's going to be a good year, man. Stick around. We're going to get into some stock stuff, get into some picks, seasonal tendency stuff. Look at this. Pay, pay, pay yourself. And we're now targeting right down here. Are you scaling out on the way down there, Ollie? or you're moving your stop loss? Like, how are you managing that now? You're obviously holding, you obviously got profit, so it's a zero stress trade for you. How are you managing that from a sell side? Are you managing on the buy side, or are you selling it, or managing it on the sell side? Like a front end or back end, in other words. Some back end, what I mean by back end is that you're just dropping your stop loss with your full trade on. You're just dropping your stop loss into areas that you expect to see hold price. That's back end management. Front end management is hitting specific targets and scaling out, or you just got one target and you're just kind of dropping it, and just your stop loss just gets moved up here somewhere into profit, and you're just going to give it tons of room to run. Well done, Darren. See you all. See you later, Hans. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. I'll see you tomorrow. If not, I will see you in the new year. Remember how we talked about this being a potential Judas swing to start? And we knew that if it broke through certain structures, that we knew that we're on that the Judas swing was just going to continue going lower. Look at that retracement back into 62%-ish area. And we talked about this while it was happening. Right there, 62%. Broke our downside, looking for continuation right there. It continued. So there's many opportunities you had for a continuation to catch that on the way down. And then if you're hunting, and if you certainly get market structure shift right here, any retracement back into that, right in here, you see that? This retracement back in, short from there, stop loss would go just above here. And now you're hunting for rejection block, old lows. This has to close below here though. You have to close below 172, and then targeting 153, 134, 119. Or if you're just doing like Ollie, and just say, screw that noise, I just want to get right to 117. There's the body, sitting right on it now. So if you were scaling out, it just at the SIBI, if you're doing an internal range liquidity hunt from box to box trading, my box to box trade, you would have had to have found something up here, or at least tagged that one on the way up, right? Box to box, right down here on the larger range. If you hit that one first, we looked for that, a retest of that, right? We get a retest, and then targeting the SIBI on the downside. Now, if we can get through this level, you're targeting rejection block and lows. And see how our bodies are banging on it right now? So if this pulls back through this level, you may not reach for that discount. It's just box to box, and then retrace, and then aim for this level that on a 15-minute chart that we never got tested. If this reverses here now and starts to come higher, that's what we're targeting for, that one and that one, because they never got hit on a 15-minute. We had to look on the lower levels. So this is classic bottom right out, and then come back and revisit the areas that it didn't hit. So get ready, be careful here, Ollie. That's why you got to make sure you've got you scale out front end, back end. There's pros and cons to managing it from the front end or back end. I entered 954, entry 266, and zero order flow, entry drill. See, now we're above here. Now I'm bullish. I'm bullish now. And be careful. Be careful. You've hit your discount box already. Now we've got a huge pull off of this, and we've got a market structure shift. So in order for this to break through here, I'd have to see these two candles get broken through on the downside. Then you could say, all right, that was just a run on liquidity above this little area here, and we want to continue going lower. Well, you're through the midpoint there. Okay. Now look at this broken. Find support, roll over, and coming down. Now we're back inside this range. So you're short from here. You're at a market structure shift. Then we have a reversal, a retest, this level from here all the way down to, I guess you'd have to include all of this because that's a gap there, gap there. So you'd have to include that whole section. So wait till it closes below there. If we don't get a close below here, then we could be running higher again. No close below there. So still bullish for now until proven otherwise. Look at this SIBI. Leave this open, push it up. Break this level right here. It's got to get up on top of here, find some support to keep pushing higher now. Yeah, 5 minutes got that SIBI. The 1 minute's already showing you a change in direction. We've already gapped open above it. Now I want to see if this holds price now. We'll keep pushing higher. Remember this level right here? It got tagged once. We still got this piece here. I don't have nothing there. So really sloppy price now. So this is the 15-minute fair value gap. Break. We're inside here. %70 fills us perfectly in here. So this could be 70% off from trade entry reversal. That's the tag right there. Yeah, this is a nice little short inside this range here. So there's nothing else left here. It's got to start ripping through here now. All we've got left is this last down close candle's mean threshold. So if we're going to tear it out of here, it's got to get out of there right now, or it's got to just quickly roll through here and keep pushing lower. There's nothing else for me to play with in there. Punch through this discount 15-minute. Nice. Now you want to see it come back in and use this candle as support to come lower. Look at that. Ding. Give it a little tap. start running. Literally like opened and then give it a little kiss and then ran that next low out there. So now watch this. Now we're back inside here if we get above here. Mean threshold is all you want to see that get used. Right there. No. Watch how, wait for this candle to finish. If it closes above 50% and that candle's high, and it didn't, see, literally snap on the last second. Stayed at that mean threshold. Keep coming lower. See, not acting the way you want it to act. 10 o'clock now. Where are we going? Oh, yeah. This week can be a crazy run down to 24.4. 24.4. I'll say it here. Now we're back above that level. See how you trade through this candle? Retesting. Oh, you haven't retested this yet. This is all wait for this candle, the bull trap, to get broken. If you want to consider higher run in that range. And that's over 50% already. So wait for a market structure shift if you want to go long this. Still bearish. Trade below it, tag it, keep coming, push, push, push. We want to get our 117. I want to see Ollie's trade pan out here. 117. Come on, baby. Let's go, Ollie. You're already through the 15-minute discount now, so you're weighted heavy. Just throw the anchor overboard, man. Just let it drop. I think when this goes, I think you're probably going to see this huge acceleration. It's going to clear right 117 and just keep ripping. Yeah, that's doable. Who said that? A D? Absolutely. I could see 2561 to 25 big figure all the way to 24,953. That's the next imbalance below us. 953 to 25,061 on the higher time frame. Hey, the trader at 117. Come on, Ollie, man. I want to see you hit it. You're just trailing. Okay. Now, where do you typically trail? Do you give it like more than, like, sit on top of the largest part of the range? And you say, I don't want to see it trade more than 50% or 75%, or so you give it some legs. Like this one here, we saw that trade back through this little mini range here, and we saw a little structure break and then break back down below here, come back, use that as support to continue to come lower. I have a BISI. I don't have a SIBI down here. That may be below 50%. So that would have taken me, if I was trailing my stop, I would have been sitting right here anyway. Took me out. So in order to get back in sync with it, you have to see this get broken to the downside. It does come back, find support at it. Now you can get back in sync to continue going lower. And stop loss would sit up here. As soon as you break that low, move to break even, pay yourself, and let the rest ride to my objective. Ones and zeros, man. No emotion in that one. That's how you would have had to have traded that from if you're just using the principles that I've been showing you every morning. Come on, Ollie. You're going to totally nail this here. I agree. Wait for the next bus. I just realized that my bot, or the indicator that we have here, where it says long fails, I got my short is armed and it goes. That's a nice trade. And then where it says long failed, that's, I can use that as a range continuation piece. Renza. I got some ideas, man. My brain's always ripping on ideas here. Yes, yes. There it is. Come on, you got it. Oh, so close. What did you get there, Ollie? You can't get any closer than that, buddy. That's 119.5. There we go. Did you pay yourself? Or did you just wait for, you wanted that two more handles? I think that 119 puts us right at the bottom of the well, that's 132. That's below that one. 118. And it's at 119. So it's equal with this low right now. Just shy of that low. We'll get it. It ain't done yet. I hope you get it there, Ollie. That's 15 minute. Bouncing off that again. Come on down one more time, Raleigh. Let's get a big run from here down one more time. It's also inside this premium range here right there. We've hit the edge of it. Now I want to see that roll through this cat right here. From here to here. So if you draw those out, come on, rip through there. Tag it and drop it. I'll drop it. Right there, just drop it. We can come up to this area right here, which is a consequent encroachment of all that. But I want to see it just drop it right here, right into Ollie's level. Man, oh man, that's a huge call. Sorry, I'm looking at my that bot there that just nailed 3 shorts, and it nailed this short in Bitcoin from 89.5, and it's presently sitting at 87. So that's $2,500 drop in Bitcoin, and it caught it way up top there. That's crazy. I'm going to give you guys this. I'm going to tempt your tummy. There. Ollie, kaboom, buddy. Well done. Way to go, Ollie. Nice call, buddy. Well done. I want to see it rip. I want to see it rip all the way down to that 61 to 946. 61. Did we put it down here? 946, 61. This is where we're going to go next. 61, 946, 946. This is the next downside right here. That huge box there we're headed to next. Look at this. Well, I want to show you guys this just because I'm quite proud of this. A little bit of work we've done here. Look at these arms traded. So this was the shorts, short, long, short, long, short, short. Oh, it's not far away, man. It's not far away. I'm happy. I'm happy with the way it's working so far. And that last one goes off the freaking charts, off the screen. There we go. Our box is being hit. Dum da dum. That's been a nice little rundown today, hey? Look at that. Are you guys enjoying that little dive down in the markets? We've been tracking this down all morning. I really want to see it accelerate through here now because my next downside box is here. If we get through here, I'm looking for this. All right. What's the consequent encroachment of that? Zero, 004. Watch here. We've got the retest right here ready. So now I want to see this break above here for a range extension and then a continuation. I like that long there. Break even now. So I don't want to see this get back through. broke above that level. That's why I tagged that one. Now pull your fib tool from inside here. I use the one with the BISI in it. There's 50%. So you're going to take half your trade off. Sell 1/2 there. And then you move to stop loss to break even. So now we've got the rest of this internal range liquidity hunt. Now I'm watching this 62%, and I'll move my stop loss up there. So you see this is a stress-free trade now. And now I'll move to 50%. We just hit 62. So now you're guaranteed 495. Then we'll wait for it to get 70. Then I'll move it to 62. So you get an idea of what this is. Just an internal liquidity hunt here. If it hits me at 50%, then great. I don't have anything more to take off there. Okay, I'm out. Change in direction. 62% optimum trade entry reversal. This continues to go lower. That was a quick internal range hunt. So now we break this, use this as support, come lower, all the way up into here. If I get back through that, I'll use this as support to continue going higher, and this will be the next price leg push. Wait for that to close. Good. I wanted to see it come back into here. So inside that range, I want to see it come back into here, or I can just let it go. Now this internal range liquidity hunt we just did here took us out. You got to be okay with that and say, all right, now to get back on the horse again, it's got to break that level. It does. Then you want to see it come back and tag that level. It doesn't. Keeps going higher. Then don't sweat it. Now you've hit a real premium portion of the range. Do you want to keep gambling on that it's going to go higher? Or you just wait for this next bull trap to get broken to the upside? So we're retesting this. See, there's your low swept. We want to see this get hit. If we start eating through the mean threshold, look for this fair value gap to get retagged. So I want a discount inside this range right here. If you want to get a discount, you want a discount into this SIBI. So get back below 50%, catch that for a long. If you're expecting it to go higher, right in there, so you can throw one on that. It gave me that one, so now I'm in stop losses and break even plus the cost of the trade. As soon as it takes that high out, you can pay yourself there. I don't have anything there, so I'm just going to break even right now. So there's 50%. See how we just got below it? Breaks that high. Move yourself into here now. I want to be just below here now. I want to see that get a body above here. Otherwise, it'll just give me another 130 bucks. I'm out. Now if we come back in here one more time, here's 50% again. I want to see it dig deeper into this time. This would be buffering, like I used to call buffering. You can buy that one long again, just under 50%. But now we've got this premium. Ooh, no. Yeah, we're still inside this guy here. We're inside this range now. So it's got to break above 130 or 106. It's broken through 106 now. Now we've got another run back into this range. Body trades below it, tags it, now go lower. Watch this guy's mean threshold here. Keep coming. Denied. Oh, look at that. Just a perfect retest of this candle right here. Right on the high of it. Mean threshold of this candle held. I want to see that come back and tag here. If not, I want to see that right there, 130, get broken. So upside is 130. See if that gets broken. If it doesn't and retraces back, watch this candle's mean threshold right here. Let me just clone that one and put that right there. I don't want to see that get broken right there. See how we're bouncing off this premium box up here, coming all the way back down inside this discount area from this range high to low. Pull your fib on that and you'll see where you're at right now. %, retrace back into this candle. Watch this. There's the tag. There's the mean threshold. You want to see it react off of here now. That's good. Now start pushing back up through here, this level. See how that mean threshold is getting used? You literally open on it and then go lower. You didn't want to see that get taken. So now my next idea is I don't want to see, once that one is not close, I'm looking at this one's mean threshold right here. We'd like to see these prices go higher, otherwise still bearish. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. We still have this box down here yet to hunt for. Oops. Didn't even hit the mean threshold here. We just ran out the lows. Changing direction, tagging it, coming back inside this range now. Premium box is right here. So you got here. See how we're starting to compress now? There's the bottom of it here. So this is going to start compressing. It's got to bust out of here now, right? So there's a small range we're stuck in. The candle holds its mean threshold, then it comes lower. If we break that 130 that was up here, then I'm looking for higher prices. I'll be right back. Oh, okay, so we did break above that high. Nice. Came back, retested it. Did you guys catch that for the wrong 4 or 5 minutes ago? This was perfect right there. Now let's see, get above here. Retest this even. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking for a run back into here. Look at that 5-minute chart of D. I want to see that bull candle here get close above. Otherwise, we could be just a retest all the way back down into here. Bitcoin's got a nice little reversal going on right now. I got Bitcoin. Where's Bitcoin? That rejection block again, eh? No high taken. Trying to make sure Disney hasn't taken off somewhere. Macro time. Why this damn thing keeps doing this? Silver. Silver gave us a nice little reverse here. Look at that. Continuation takes out this bull flag to the, or this bull candle to the high. We see our institutional, or look for our fair value gap, graded response. There's an A level entry right there. A plus A level entry for an institutional order flow entry trail. Continue higher inside that range. I don't know if well, who is it? It's our little Russian friend from Ecuador. Is that would have been a nice little entry for him to catch us along on silver. Soybeans. How's that for free trade, hey? With all your ran all the way back up. I was killing it down. What's oil doing? Hmm. Throw one in there. I don't want to see this get taken out on the downside. As soon as we validate this candle, I don't want to see its mean threshold get taken. Otherwise, that'll close me out. It did. You're in long off that, are you? Yeah. These and these are valid. It's a nice little change in directions right here. Second one's valid. I was too busy focusing on this, didn't look at this. Yeah, I see it. There's a retest, change in direction. You've got this imbalance here and this imbalance. That's a nice one. You want to see that just keep leaving though, not roll over here, trade below it, come back into it and keep coming lower. So that's your line in the sand at 128. You want to see that really accelerate out of here now. 234 is the, yeah, it's choppy. You'll see it get out of here. It's not acting cleanly for me. Not cleanly at all. Yeah, not acting clean there. This could be just another rollover and come back deeper in here at this 88 level. You're welcome, ID. You have a great day, buddy. I think it's going to be it for me as well. We've got the lion's share of the day. We've caught this all the way down this morning on a 15-minute chart. Sorry, this one. We caught this all the way down this morning. And we've caught the reversal. And you have a change in direction here. So we've given you all the directions and how to stay on the horse here. So hopefully you've kind of, you see how important it is studying these 1 minute levels and 1 minute candles, and how important it is to stay on the horse and how to recognize when the markets are turning in these small ranges. Oh, this is a 15-second chart. I thought that was 1 minute. How to recognize these changes even down in a 15-second chart. Because if you can recognize them when they're turning on you quickly, when you start to slow it down and start to trade in the levels that you like, the 1 minute, 5 minute, 15, hourly, whatever your poison is, then you can recognize when your setup's going to work and when it's going to fail. Now, if you have a specific setup that you enjoy taking, whether it's a 2022 model or whatever models Michael's taught you, Venom, whatever, and you can stay in price action like this, you can see when your model is going to fail. And that's recognizing on these lower time frames when it's switching up on you. Okay. So hopefully you learned a little something today. And we've got 4 more days of this week, and then we're done until the new year. So I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. If you're new, subscribe, hit the like button. I do appreciate it. It's a small little appreciation in our channel if you can hit that like button for us. And if you got friends that are interested in trading and want to study price action on a day-to-day basis, by all means. Hey, Lucas, how's it going? We've had a great morning. It's been a really good positive downward run this morning. Ollie got a nice little run right to his 2517 or 117 level. So it was awesome. And we're just heading out now. So you're a little late. Enjoy your day, you guys. I'll see you on Telegram there. If I see something that's worthy of a trade, I will take it and I'll show you guys. Until then, I'm going to keep working on my AI, and hopefully we can give you guys something that trades for you, or at least gives you a nice little clean setup so you can catch these longs and stuff. So no worries, buddy. You too. Thanks for tuning in. See you all tomorrow. Thanks very much for tuning in.